Hi! So, this is a new thing for me. I woke up this morning with the idea that I should do tarot card readings online. So, we're just going to give it a go and we'll see what happens. So, this is the energy for the week. And I don't know if any of you are aware, we've just had the new moon in Leo, and that is to do with the way we see ourselves, the way we come across to other people, and it is the sign of fire, so there may be a lot of challenges in relationships right now, and 6 planets are in retrograde. We've just had Lionsgate, and we've had the blood moon, and we're all just sort of recovering from that. So if you're feeling tired and a little stressed out right now, don't panic because you're not alone. So we're just going to start with the energies for the week. So firstly, we have the Star, which is a beautiful, inspiring card. Happy times, make positive, optimistic, long-term plans, you're on the right path. So no matter what appearances may be, there is always a reason for everything that happens to you. I see a recurring theme right now in relationships. You may be asked to let go of something that you've put energy and time and effort into, and the universe is saying just give it up, because whatever you give up, you will get back, the same or better. And just to pull your attention to what card deck I am using today, I'm using the Angel Tarot by Doreen Virtue, and I really recommend her cards for whatever alignment of tarot you're on if you're like a first timer or something. So this card is optimism, faith, hope, and positivity. So the week starts in quite an optimistic sort of alignment. You may feel like things have been quite emotional and taxing recently. We've got a lot of water present in the card. But the angel's saying don't panic. I hear don't panic. Have faith, because everything is happening for a reason. Everything is as it should be. And maintain your positive focus. It's very hard to think positively when we have all kinds of negative events going on. But it's like the stars are downloads from the higher place, and there is the Perseid meteor shower coming up. So some of us may want to wish on a star this evening. I believe it is this evening. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But and this should have a manifestation effect in the physical world on a Monday morning. And we have angel number 17, so we have a combination of 10, which is completion via divine rule, and we have 7, which is the archangel number. So a phase in your life is shifting, a phase in your life is changing, and it's nothing to be afraid of. We're all being tested right now to hold on to our true selves, to follow in the flow, because there's a lot of water present here, of what is right for us, even if appearances don't seem that way, to follow the star of our own internal guidance system. We have the beautiful Archangel Jophiel here, which can bring peace and beauty into our life. So there we go. So then we have, on Tuesday, we have Ego. And we have Archangel Jophiel again. So Jophiel is a very powerful angel. And like I said, exists in helping us to see the beauty in all things. Even if we are in a very, very, very dark, painful place, there is always something to be grateful for. And this angel is wonderful for that. Also for clearing toxic energy. So we've got Ego. And the angel number 15, so a combination of 10 and 5. 5 can be seen as a number of change. And we have 10 again, which is completion of change. So I feel this is going to be about stepping out of one-way thinking. Maybe in the past you've been driven by other people who have maybe led you down a bit of a golden path, and they haven't been completely honest with you. And this is about taking the mask of illusion and lies off yourself so you can see the truth in other people. So far we've got positivity and optimism, and there may be deception coming up here for many of us. So just know that being true to yourself enables other people to be truthful to you. If you're in denial about something within you, then someone will probably be holding something back from you. This is a really positive card though, because with the ego, when we are liberated from the ego, the separation from the self and the other, we become consciously aware of what we need to ascend to our highest potential. And we've got the beautiful angel there ready to catch any thing that falls off the man when he takes his mask off finally. We see the man entrapped with loads of coins and riches there, and the ego wants power. The ego wants to feel power, usually over other people, like a dark form of power, but the true power comes from love. So the angel is waiting patiently for the person to ascend, and everyone ascends at their own pace. So if there is someone deceiving you, everyone ascends at their own pace. And there's additional guidance cards for this day, actually, so I'll just pull these out for you. We have the Magician, Archangel Raziel, which is the angel of higher divine wisdom and spiritual attainment. And he's known as the Magician because he helps us to create our own reality. And he helps us to see the higher purpose in plans. So number one is the starting point for everybody. So for the ego, you may find like you may let go of somebody or something, and you may start to see someone for who they really are, and it may cause you to separate from this person. You may have to start out again, and that's fine, don't worry. We have the Seven of Water. I feel there's a bit of emotional disappointment here, there's a bit of gloom, there's a bit of misery, but 7 is a divine number, and water is the emotional element. So there's water present in this reading when we've had the Moon of Fire, so the fire has actually caused water to enter your life in terms of emotion. You may be trying to decide what to do about this person, what's the best strategy forward. And the final card comes from the Dreamer, starting at 0. 0 is source in numbers, so it is basically you can create whatever you want, it's up to you. The answer is always to follow your dreams. So if a person is stopping you from being who you really are, it's best to let them go. I think that's one of the lessons that we have for these cards this week. And we get to Wednesday. Yeah, we feel a sense of longing. There may be a lot of fatigue, and there's a little stress. 8 is the number of karma, and basically there will be a resolution, I hear from Archangel Raziel very strongly. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, emotional growth. We may wish for the old days, we may wish to be somewhere else. There's also a longing, there's like a heart opening, I feel, in terms of romantic relationships and romantic love. In the past, maybe it's unrequited, or you're scared of it being unrequited, and you're thinking, oh, I just really want to be next to that person and be with that person. You have all the forces in your favour to do this, but we are in retrograde motion, and I believe that Venus is going into retrograde. I think it's October, so take the blinkers off is my advice. Not everything is as it seems is a reoccurring theme right now. You have to listen to your intuition and be in touch with that more often. So we may choose to leave that person behind, that job behind, that friend behind, that situation behind. We just want something more than what we have right now. There's a deep sense of longing in many people because the cosmos has slowed down to a halt with the 6 planets in retrograde motion. And this is not your fault. No, you haven't caused this to happen. Nothing is going wrong. It's just this. Everyone needs time now to build on what they've learnt. Retrograde's great places to go within. We have the Page of Water. So we have a lot of water energy, like I said this week. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. So I feel you may have a eureka moment. Things may take a downswing, say on a Tuesday, may force you to look at where you've been trapped. You may feel a bit lost, and then all of a sudden inspiration hits. A new person enters your life, a relationship begins a new phase, heightened psychic ability. So this is a big one for people who have talents that they haven't shown to the world. I feel like many people are trying artistic, creative pursuits to find their own niche, to find who they really are. And there's nothing wrong with that. They may start a hobby and then realize they can turn it into a business idea. Your idea needs your own approval, is what I keep getting through, not the approval of other people. And Leo is all about the self, so it's all about coming back to yourself. So this really does resonate. There's a lot about naivety right now in my life, personally, I have to be projecting, but being naive means that you're open-minded, and it means that you trust maybe a lot more than other people do, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I feel like a person that you may meet, or yourself, you will step into this naive flow, this creative, positive, almost childlike quality that many of us have seek to avoid throughout our lives, that can actually help us moving forward. So inspiration hits on a Thursday. And then we have Friday. I'm only going up to Friday, and then I'll just pull an additional card. Oh, this is wonderful. So this is the Ace of Water. So it's like a tidal wave. I hear tidal wave motion. So falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home, positive focus and positive thinking will land results. So it's as if you felt trapped by something just wasn't right. You fixed it on Tuesday, and then you're waiting, and all of a sudden, boom, by the end of the week, a person who is perfect for you could enter your life. As Ace of Water is the card of love. It really is. And I hear as well, falling in love with yourself. It's got a lovely nurturing energy this week. So you've got Leo, and you've got the Leo moon, and onwards and upwards to the end of the week, having more love for the self and love for other people. And getting into the flow, removing anyone who may hold you back via deception, and moving forward into the flow of your truth. And I think it's just wonderful. The water energy feels so cleansing and vibrant with all the toxicity we've had recently. And finally, I've just pulled a lovely angelic guidance card from the Archangel Oracle by Doreen Virtue. For those of you who don't know what it looks like, I'm just going to show it real quick. There you go. And this is, it's perfect. So we have something here that is rather a virtue, and many people forget this. I'm someone who forgets this all the time. Okay, take a step back. The card is patience. Flowers take their own time to grow. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So yeah, flowers take their own time to grow, and you are no different. Imagine that you're a flower in soil. You need nutrients, you need water, you need sunlight, and you need the right surrounding to grow. And you need love to grow. And basically, I can hear slow down, take a break. Things aren't that easy right now because of the retrograde influences, so you shouldn't be that hard on yourself. But I feel this current of water through the cards, which is wonderful. It's like there's a tidal wave, there's a slow stream that gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's like a rush of creativity from the sacral area for some of us and the heart for others. And I feel like you will be in flow. If you're just in the flow of the universe right now, then you won't get static buildup of energy. So Jophiel's message is patience, and this week is very good for connecting with the Archangel Jophiel. We do have the presence of 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcanas, meaning this week is quite significant at the beginning and then sort of softens out a bit towards the end. So that's all I have to say for this week coming up, and I will do more readings in future if I feel it's necessary. So thank you very much for listening, and have patience. Namaste.